Alongside the daily casualties from Israel's new offensive in northern Gaza comes civilian suffering.
August was the lowest amount of humanitarian aid that came into the Gaza Strip of any full month since the war broke out.
The United Nations says 400,000 people are now effectively trapped in the north. On Sunday, the US sent a letter to the Israeli government, which speaks of the US government's deep concern over the humanitarian situation. The letter cited Israel's halting of commercial imports and impeding most humanitarian movements in September. Among other requests, the letter gives Israel 30 days to allow at least 350 aid trucks to enter Gaza daily, allow adequate humanitarian pauses, and the removal of some aid restrictions. Otherwise, there may be implications for US policy under NSM 20. That's a regulation that requires military aid to be used within the rule of international law.
The United States is not going to leave Israel defenseless, but it's trying desperately to send a signal here.
The US State Department said the letter was supposed to be private, but it was leaked just 3 weeks before the US election.
I think this time there was an interest to show publicly that the US is putting pressure on Israel on humanitarian aid.
Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu may try to stick with his current strategy until polling day in the US. But on previous occasions when Washington pressured Israel to increase aid, it has worked somewhat. What exactly the punishment would be for not complying is uncertain.
I'm not going to speak to that today.
A day after the letter was sent, Israel released this video of what it said was 30 aid trucks entering northern Gaza. Redmond Shannon, Global News, London.